How learning English transformed my life. If someone had told me years ago that learning English would completely change the course of my life, I probably would have laughed. Back then, English was just a subject in school. Endless grammar drills, word lists, and boring exercises. I saw no real purpose. Why should I care about a language spoken in countries I'd never been to? But life has a way of surprising us. One small decision, the decision to take English seriously, turned into one of the greatest adventures of my life. It gave me a career I had only dreamed of, the freedom to travel the world, friends I never thought I'd meet, and most importantly, a stronger, more confident version of myself. Today, I don't just say that English is useful, I say it is life-changing.
The struggles at the beginning. Let me be honest. In the beginning, I was terrible. I couldn't form sentences. My accent was strong, my vocabulary small, and my confidence almost non existent. I remember once trying to speak to a foreign tourist in my city. My hands were sweating, my voice shaking. All I managed to say was, "Go straight, left." The tourist smiled politely and walked away. I wanted the ground to swallow me, but that embarrassment lit a fire inside me. I told myself, enough is enough. I will not let fear control me. I will learn this language no matter how many mistakes I make. So I started small, movies with subtitles, songs with lyrics, writing a short diary in English every night. At first, I could barely write a few sentences, but every page was proof that I was moving forward.
The first breakthroughs. One of the first magical moments came when I joined an online forum about one of my hobbies. People from different countries were sharing their ideas in English. At first, I was just a silent reader, but then one evening, I typed a short comment. My heart was racing as I hit send. To my surprise, someone replied, encouraging me. That small conversation was like a spark, the first real proof that my English could connect me with the world. Another breakthrough came the day I watched an entire movie without subtitles. I couldn't believe it. For the first time, I wasn't lost. I laughed at the jokes, I followed the story, I understood. That night, I couldn't sleep because I was so proud of myself. How English revolutionized my career. If learning English had only helped me watch movies, it would already be great. But the real magic came in my career. Before English, my options were limited. I worked hard, but the opportunities around me felt small. Then I saw a job posting at an international company. The position required English. Normally, I would have scrolled past, but this time, something inside me said, try. You have nothing to lose.
The interview was terrifying. My sentences weren't perfect. I paused a lot, but I kept going. I didn't give up. And a week later, the impossible happened. I got the job. That moment changed everything. Suddenly, English was no longer just a subject. It was my ticket into a bigger world. My colleagues came from different countries. Meetings, emails, reports, everything was in English. At first, it felt like swimming in deep water. But day by day, I adapted. And with each success, my confidence grew. Soon, I was traveling abroad for conferences, giving presentations to international clients, and leading projects that connected teams across continents. I went from being a local employee to a global professional. That's the power of English. It doesn't just add value to your resume, it transforms your entire career. How English set me free to travel. Before English, the thought of traveling abroad terrified me. Airports seemed like mazes. Ordering food in a restaurant felt impossible. Asking for help? Out of the question. But once I had English, the world opened up. I still remember my first trip after becoming more confident. I stepped off the plane in a foreign country, and instead of fear, I felt pure excitement. I could read the signs, I could ask for directions, I could actually talk to people. One day, while exploring a small town, I got lost. The old me would have panicked, but now I simply approached a stranger and asked for help. In English. That conversation led to an invitation to join a local community event. I ended up dancing, eating traditional food, and making memories I'll never forget. That's what English does when you travel. It doesn't just help you survive, it helps you connect, belong, and truly live the experience.
How English gave me friends around the world. Of all the gifts English gave me, this one is the most precious: friendships. I joined a language exchange program and started practicing with people online. At first, we just corrected each other's mistakes, but soon we were talking about dreams, fears, and life itself. One of those partners is now one of my closest friends, even though we live thousands of kilometers apart. Through English, I discovered friendships across cultures and continents. I learned about traditions I had never heard of. I celebrated holidays I didn't grow up with. I tasted foods I never imagined. My world expanded not only geographically, but emotionally. Without English, I would have never known these incredible people. Now, no matter where I travel, I feel like I have friends waiting for me.
How English transformed me personally. Looking back, I realize English didn't just give me skills, it gave me a new identity. Every mistake I made taught me resilience. Every new word I learned taught me patience. Every conversation I had built my courage. Slowly, English turned me into someone braver, someone more open, someone who believes in growth. The biggest change? Confidence. I stopped doubting myself. If I could conquer English, something that once seemed impossible, then what else could I conquer? That belief pushed me to take on challenges I never would have tried before. English didn't just open doors to jobs and travels, it opened doors inside me. It showed me that limitations exist only if I accept them. The message I want to share. Today, when people ask me why I put so much effort into learning English, I smile. Because how can I explain in one sentence that English gave me a career, freedom to travel, unforgettable friendships, and the confidence to chase bigger dreams? Learning English was one of the best decisions of my life. It was not easy. I had sleepless nights, frustrating mistakes, moments when I wanted to quit. But every single struggle was worth it. So if you are learning English now, or if you are still hesitating to begin, I want you to hear this. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't let fear hold you back.
Every new word you learn, every sentence you build, every mistake you make is not a failure. It is a step closer to a new life, a life where opportunities are bigger, friendships are deeper, and adventures are endless. English is not just a language, it is a superpower. And once you unlock it, you will never look at yourself or the world the same way again.